I saw this post online that read, I don't know if I'm being petty here, but I feel like I'm not. So my ex-husband remarried and has kids with his wife. He owns a business and I found out that she makes almost 1 million a year. My ex works and gives me 900 a month in child support for our daughter. But I don't think it's fair. I told him that it would be nice if he sent more for my daughter. He told me that his wife and his accounts are not together. But honestly, I want to take him and his wife to court to get the max amount I can for my daughter. I work from home and my husband is in the army, but we are struggling. It would be nice to have an additional income that my daughter deserves. What do you guys think? I am so glad you asked. Let's talk about it. The way you gon' start today, living life to the fullest, get on out your way. And if you fall off, you gon' be just fine. Baby, get off your ass and give me one more try. He say, she say, what about what you say? Baby, this is your life, better live it your way. Move in silence, hang on the corner. It's your persona, do what you wanna. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Let's get into it, and do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I just want to say this. We all were born to create the life that we wish to create for ourselves. I'm going to say this again. We were all born to create the life that we want to have for ourselves. And the kids. Now, that's not to say that we were all born into an opportunity to create the life that we want to have for ourselves. Some of us want to be rich philanthropists, and we don't have that opportunity because we were born into poverty. Or maybe some of us born into wealth just wants to have a regular life and not all of the pressures and the responsibilities that it takes to have money and keep money. The thing is this, and there's this quote. I'm probably going to misquote the quote, but it is in fact a quote. That is never too late to become what you might have been. So even if you were not born into a situation that automatically puts you into position of your purpose, no matter what age it is that you are, your success is not linear. For example, my healing journey, it has not been a straight line. I have moved forward. I have taken some steps back. I have curved. I've distracted myself from whatever it is, that purpose that I want to create for me as far as my journey of peace. Your success in doing whatever it is that you want to do is not a straight line. You can't just say, well, hey, I'm going to be rich. And then, boom, it just automatically comes out. This is not a sermon, but there is a scripture that says, faith without work is in fact dead. Shit, I'm going to play the lottery. And when I read over this young lady's situation, it reminded me of something that happened in my own life. At the time, I was with my children's father, who has 2 children outside of the 2 that we've had together. And at that time, his eldest child was going to college. The eldest child reached out to us at the time and requested some funds that was needed. My children's father and I were basically getting to a place where we were starting on our relationship journey. So what that meant at the time was we needed to get him working consistently. We needed to build ourselves up a little more. There were some things that we needed to get out of the way so that we can be successful at taking care of our children. His with the other young lady and ours, which we had a daughter at the time. So, because I am who I am, I said, looked into our finances and I said, well, hey, I tell you what, we can come up with half the money and your mother and yourself, or your mother and who her companion was at the time, they can come up with the other money. Based on my recollection of the entire ordeal, there was some misunderstanding there. And the misunderstanding was connected to, and these are my thoughts because it wasn't said outright. Some people don't say nothing, and not saying nothing says everything. But the child at the time, I believe the expectation was that we do all because my children's father had done none for so many years. And that child's feelings was very valid at that point. My children's father had fallen short in the area of being available and providing for the ones that came before mine. And it's my thoughts that something was owed. It is never too late to be what you could have been. And that was the goal. The thing is, and I don't know because I haven't spoken to the child, who's now a man at this point, that although the goal was to get him there, he wasn't just there yet. It was going to take time. Time that I was willing to commit at the time to get him on the track of being a better father by providing the support that he needed as his current partner. Things just didn't work out. But when I recall that particular situation, one of the things that I could recall is a conversation in some words, because sometimes people tell you things and it hits home. And the child at the time telling me that there was no understanding as to why my child had a certain advantage that they didn't get when it came down to their father. Now, this is no shade to the mother, because God knows I love my baby mama. She's a beautiful spirit. She is a beautiful person. I have loved her since day one. When it comes down to fumbling women, he fumbled her first and foremost, and then me. But what I did tell to the child at the time is that it's not that this individual has or my child, I have to say, my child has a better advantage or a better version of your father, my child has a different mother. And that's it. That's all. My child has a different mother. And that's not to say that that baby had a bad mother, because that woman is so sweet. She's so kind. She's so wonderful. Had there not been certain things that come into play, I would like to believe that we would have been the best of friends, because every thought that I have of her over the years that I'd had come to know her are nothing but smiles. Nothing but smiles and nothing but realities, because she warned me. She warned me out of love. She didn't warn me out of a place of jealousy. She didn't warn me out of a place of hate, but out of a love to just be careful. And I did my best, but ultimately my experience became her experience when it came down to that individual. But I want to stick to the subject and talk to this young lady about my thoughts about her situation, and that's the title of this piece.
Go create $1 million business and have a nice day.
It's not the father. That child does not have what you feel she deserves, because you are not being the mother that she deserves. Going back to what it is that I said earlier about you being born into your purpose. In this particular scenario, this young lady described the new wife as an individual that had a business that generated wealth for her family. And the man who she's no longer with is in fact providing for her child. It's just not enough. The problem is with us as people, because I'm not talking to any particular person, is that we spend so much time looking at another person's plate that we do not look at ours. You have a husband, sis. You don't have a husband that is maybe making or earning enough so that you can go to school or probably explore the option of creating a business for yourself that generates wealth.
I guess not, dude, because she said he being all he could be.
Enough wealth to provide your daughter with the life that you believe she deserves.
She ain't trying to do all that. She wants a new wife, too.
Because at the end of the day, there are resources. So even if you were not born into it, even if the other or even if you are not blessed with it, or if it's not something that's given to you, you still have the opportunity to create the experience that you would like for your children to have. Oftentimes, I got a little feedback from my kids. Why you couldn't be rich? Because I wasn't supposed to be. Because I don't want to be. I just want to be old regular me. And me choosing to bring old regular me, bring you in my old regular life, I have a message for you. If you want to be rich, get rich. And if you want to be regular, be regular. A lot of my want to be regular stemmed from just the pressures that came with doing the most. I don't like that pressure. I don't like having just the spotlight shined on me and waiting, because I'm human and I make mistakes. And baby, don't make a mistake. You make a mistake one time out of 10. They'll forget you got it right 9 times. No. No. I just want to be me. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to this young lady, that's all I have to say. Is that, it's not fair. It's not fair to that other woman that she decided the type of woman that she wanted to be, that is an entrepreneur, and work her ass off to get everything it is that she got for herself in order to take care of and support and look out for her family, with the understanding that even the man in her life is not going to be able to match the means. But they're making their things work. And you are over there sitting up there like, that's supposed to be for you? Don't put it on your daughter, because that's what it comes to. That's supposed to be for you. That's supposed to be your life. That's supposed to be what your daughter have. That's supposed to be what your daughter deserves. Well, why you don't get out there and go get it? Create the life that you feel like she deserves, because you were born to do so. And understand that the success of that young lady in the scenarios of her success in her business, it may have been linear. She may have just done everything she had to do, boom, 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 and she got it just off her talent and her magic and everything all together. It just may have been like that. But you don't know what type of setbacks that individual had. You don't know what kind of bill or expenses that this person has. You don't know anything about what that person got going on, with the exception of the fact that you looking over there and you feeling like some of that belongs to you, for yours. And it does. Create it. Make it happen. And have a nice day.